Alright, I know I keep flicking back and forth between these scenes, but I did just realise the time is nearly up here, so let's quickly go through the previous round. I was up against Dan Tan. Now, credit to Dan, he did actually turn up, and he did clear enough of the board to get the win. And to his credit as well, he didn't miss a shot. Really, I could have placed a better fleet than that. Yeah, maybe hashtag regrets there. I'm in a funny spot with my fleets right now. I don't want to place certain fleets on defense, but then I'm placing that. No predictions on YouTube, sadly, but feel free to tell me what you're thinking. Yeah, we had no holds at all, so it was a little bit disappointing. He did get to... Actually, I'll tell a lie. He did drop once, but it was a non-consequential loss. Here we go, just go down here. Again, nothing here. One shot my Jabba. Pardon me. And then finally... Yeah, the only thing he tripped up on was Mon Mothma and Kyle. So it's like... Is that really a big thing at this point? So yeah, a little bit disappointing in total. Okay, so... Round 2. We're up against Milezero. Just getting my screens ready. Here we go. So, we're at a GP disadvantage. It's 8.6 to 9.8. They've got Zeta advantage as well, so 56 Zetas on me. They've got 12 Omicrons on me. That is actually pretty rough. I don't think I've ever been that far behind on Omicrons, so credit to them. Colours are a bit wonky here, but they have got total relic advantage, 169 to 114. Relic 5 pluses. Again, it's only a little gap in some ways. It's what, 32? Yeah, 32. So not the biggest, but still it's big enough. I've got Datacron advantage, I'd argue. I've got 9 level 9s to their 0. I'm behind on the 6s by comparison, but I feel like the 9s kind of push me over the line a bit. But yeah, look at the mod scores. They've got, I'm assuming it's close to double. Yeah, they're just short of double my 6-dot mods, 379 to 694. 15 speed mods or higher, yet they're ahead there as well. It's 70 ahead. I'm ahead on the 20 pluses. It doesn't show, the colours are a bit out again, but I am ahead by 33, and I'm 26 ahead on the 25s. So I've said this before, I'll look at this and I think, alright, it does mean that my speeds get better at the top end of my roster, but they probably get a little worse towards the bottom. So hopefully we don't have to rely on the bottom of my roster. As for GLs, same story as always on my account. I've got 2, Jabba and JML. We've got potentially to face Lord Vader, Jedi Master Kenobi, Jedi Master Luke, Sith Eternal Emperor, Rey, and Supreme Leader Kylo. And ships. I need to verify this, which I'll do once I finish talking, but they haven't got Executor, but they have got Profundity. So yeah, let's just double check that. It's a 4-star Profundity. Yeah, so definitely hashtag regrets about not switching my defense for this round. I could have stonewalled them a bit. Still, hey, by the way. Alright, I'll give them credit. Relic 2 Rex in Squad Arena. Give them credit, that's ballsy putting that in. Okay, you know what I mean? I know people don't care about Squad Arena, but still. I like it. Can Malik solo Padme? Padme Ahsoka Mace. I thought Mace's stat reduction might be rough. I wouldn't chance it for that reason. If you got High Tenacity, it's possible. But Mace will probably start whittling you down with... is it Shatterpoint he gets on you? Yeah, Shatterpoint. I think that's the debuff. Anyway, defense is the same as last round, so I'm just going to skip showing mine for now. Because this looks pretty nasty. We've got Starkiller, we've got Malgus, we've got Rey, we've got JMK, and we've got Slacker. We've got Adrad, JML, CLS, Sif-Eternal Emperor, and Dash. Okay. Yeah, spicy's one way of phrasing this. Give them credit as well, they made it to C comp that even if my Wampa was better than it is, I wouldn't be able to Wampa that. This is definitely the wall to target. Just for the simple fact that there's 2 GLs. The 3 teams around it aren't GL level. So yeah, this is definitely the one to go for. Just remembered something. Let me just back this up a minute. I remember something about Rolo. Here we go, jump to this one. This is about 2 months ago, this message, that's why I've had to just try and find it. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it, but I wouldn't mind trying it. Right, this is from a friend of our guild's family, Idaho. Oh, Idaho Wolfie. Let's just mute the music. Is it playing? Yeah. So, Wedge, Rolo, and Biggs. It's the same lineup. It's crazy. So there's a bit of me that, especially with a round where I'm not sure if I can do that well with it, I kind of want to try it. But it's also something that if it goes wrong, it really goes wrong. So, it is tempting. Let me just go Rebels. And we go Wedge lead, Rolo, and I haven't got Biggs. Yeah, I don't want to put that one on, even though it has got quite a bit of crit chance. But what about this one? Saying that, that is another one that's a bit rough to give away. But my Jedi don't really need it. What would that take him up? 7% crit chance. What would it do? It's not going to be a lot, is it? Realistically. Yeah, honestly, that is the bottom line. Yeah, it only takes me to 70% crit chance. I think I need... Yeah, I need something that's got like 20 plus. She almost needs to be guaranteed to be critting. And even if I put that one on, it's 13.58, but it's still not going to be enough, I mean. Yeah, 81%, it's still nicer, but... I'll tell you what, if I'm losing the round, I might give it a go just as far as what have I got to lose. But for now, we'll play safer. Now, Sif-Eternal's kind of a headache for me because I wouldn't say I've got a nice clean counter for him. Wedge leader has crit chance. It's been a while since I looked at his lead. No, nothing there. Does make me wonder if Biggs has got something. Because Biggs was in that team. Basic, deal physical damage to target enemy with a 50% chance to gain critical chance up for 2 turns. And then the special, deal physical damage to target enemy, cool and assist. If Wedge Antilles is present, he also assists. All attacks have 75% more critical chance. So, nothing that really grants permanent crit chance, but it is something. Yeah. Alright, I'm here again, but I do need to start planning for this. So, GAC counters, I need to find something that I can work with here, because Sith Eternal is not... It's not something that I feel comfortable taking on, because I've got a lot of, like, Jedi. Well, I've got a lot of things like Jedi that are not really good for countering Sith Eternal. Let's exclude Galactic Legends. Starkiller, oddly enough, it is quite good if I can put Malik and Talon in there. Starkiller's got a 27.3% win rate. GG's 0. No surprises, Gas is 0. It seems like Malik shuts this down. So this could be over before it started, really. I'm trying to think what I could do to increase my chances here. I mean, Malik's only right at 5, that's something. Just JML. That's better. Go on, we'll give this a go. Yeah, I feel like Starkill's the only thing that can get through this. Unfortunately, if I can't get through, I can't really win, because even if I go top wall, they're going to be able to go south and... Well, I say that. They've put 6 GL... They haven't put 6 GLs down, they've put 5 GLs down, haven't they? Point being, it's going to be tough for me to... It's going to be tough for me to... Hang on, is that an ability block, Kron? Oh, the little gits. That's not going to be annoying. You know, when you've got Talon here as well doing that little nasty thing. Right, she's gone. Yeah, we're going to be out of here before too long, sadly. There we go. Oh, hang on, bring down the sky. Go on, all basic, but it's going to be too late. Get the speed down off, I guess. Now. Oh, come on, Starkiller. Hey, alright. 60 banners. He lost his pals, but we got through. Whew. Okay. I'm curious if I can cheese that in some way. Oh, wrong window. Yeah. I'll put it like this. I wasn't hoping for much after seeing the win rates before, so I'm really pleased how that turned out. You think to yourself, people haven't had a lot of success doing it. I think, okay, we've got a win that we weren't expecting. Okay, so JML. I'm being greedy looking for a non-galactic legend one, but I'm thinking if there's something I can get through it that's a little bit sneaky, that'd be nice. Ooh, dash. Question is, can it do the tough one? Or a tougher one? Attacking unit. No. A defensive unit. Done that, Luke. And Jolie. Three attempts, one win, essentially. But that was with Han, not with Hondo. Okay. That tickles my fancy. I'm like, let's give it a go. Because I've kept Dash on offense for this one sole purpose. I don't know. Jolie could potentially revive, which would be annoying. So there might be something to it. We're going to go for that. We're going to try and make sure that we've got survivability. I feel like they need to add something in where neutrals get something, just so Hondo isn't left out. Alright, here we go. Let's just hope the AI is dumb. Well, I know it won't get rid of the taunt, but I think let's just do it. Hondo with that stun is really not looking good, is it? Oh! Yeah, that's my big concern right now. It's like the teasing Vandor a bit. The thing is, with this counter, the AI is meant to be a bit thick. So if it's smartened up, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, this is very tense, Spanish. I've never done this counter before. Kind of makes me wish I got a Relic 8 or 9 Vandor, to be honest. Oh, okay. Because Night Luke is making this a pain. It's not so much Dash, but Hondo. Alright, let's do that. Oh, wow, you sneaky get going that way. I can do that, but it won't do much. Well, it won't do anything. Alright, come on, keep doing that. 2 minutes. We've still got some time. Alright, protection's down. Can recover, obviously, but we're just gonna not think about that for a minute. Okay, can we get a side out? Preferably Jolie. Go on, do that. Yeah, maybe, but we're not thinking about it for a minute. Alright, Jolie out. Stick with the plan. Stick with the plan. Was there ever a plan? Ooh, come on. I haven't got time for slow frames. Come on. Come on. I need dash take a turn. Go on, that'll do. 48 seconds. $30. Come on, base it. Come on, dash. Come on. Oh, come on. Just so many turns then I was trapped. Nah, not enough time. We got one. A little bit of a shame, that. Okay. Interesting for if I ever have to do it again. Also, quite an interesting conundrum for maybe doing something down the line. Oh, hang on, no, I don't want C-3PO. Yeah, Jolie's dead. That's a big plus. That is a big plus. I'm wondering if I could get away with something like... something like that. I need a mark. I need to get to Night Luke fast. Oh, hello, Cleary. I've said it before, I need the name sometimes if you're on Twitch, just so I keep track of you. But yeah, I'm just looking and thinking, we need a way to get to Night Luke fast, so Mark, to me, is the best idea. Just hope we can get through him before he does any real damage. We can do that as well so that we get Retribution. He does steal a Crom for Malgus, well, for countering Malgus, but let's see. Also, Tenacity up there is pretty nice. Alright, let's go there. We can't spread it to Raven, but we can at least spread it. Pass that to GMY. That was like the Saviour kicking in, wasn't it? Or something like that. I probably misnamed it, but there is something, isn't there, that heals up Jedi at a certain point. Alright, we can't lose Raven. I mean, if we did lose him, we got Jolie, so that's one thing, but we don't want to lose him. Thank you for the sub, Kaleri Spanish. I've got no idea what to call you. Swap to Yoda. Let's do that. Basic, because well, the only thing I can do for a minute. Basic again. Alright, so Raven's down for a minute. The thoughts of using this team, by the using these three. essentially, they should be hard to kill. I'm having a little bit of doubt right now, but... Plus, it's harder for them to get the ult, so... Got more time to work at it. Yeah, that ain't good. No point preloading it worse. Alright. I'm kind of curious then. We were talking about it before. I'm wondering if we can make it work. We got Wedge. We got Rolo. Wonder if R2 could do something. Yeah, he doesn't give crit chance, sadly. Would have been nice if he could. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think it's got Captain Horn. If this works, it's... I mean, I've shown it works anyway from someone else, but if it works for me, it's such a goofy counter. Yeah. That was terrible. I think that's where Biggs comes in. He takes a hit and then 100% turn meter, you can get your team going. Oh well. I suppose we can try Revas. He has a bad record when it comes to starting, but maybe he can do a cleanup. He did have a cleanse, yeah. I was more prioritised bringing Wedge back though, but obviously, I think even if I'd have gone for the cleanse, we would have been down for the count anyway. I'm burning through all my big teams here, that's the worst bit. But does he give it to his allies? I know Guard is avoiding crit damage and there's no critting with Luke's ability, but man. Yeah. I think when I've called Temmin here, I know it's an early quit, but I'm got enough to get through this wall. I mean, I could throw JML at this, maybe. I know I could do the mirror, but... I think the bottom line is I've thrown in the towel as far as I know I can't win. So I can clear this up. I might be able to clear the rest of the teams up, but I'm overkilling at this point. I'm going to say not a lot changes. It's Chelsea, isn't it? How you doing? It has been a while, especially when you take into consideration how long it's been. Yeah, the game's... I'm saying that we've got one thing now. We got a turn meter tracker. Bless the CG gods. They treat us. You can now predict when the game is going to screw you. I think it was 18 months or so ago, wasn't it, Nick? I think. There we go. About 20. I know whenever I'm scrolling through my ally list, I do see an account still there. So I can't remember the exact word. It's something like CG greedy something something something. Here we go. Now I've updated things. Okay, Undead. That's just full auto. We should be able to clean that up. Oh, it's still Cleary. Hello again. You can't believe they didn't nuke it. Are you talking about in the sense of you thought the game would be dead by now? Yeah, the game's still kicking. Won't mind, I burned most of my top teams here. Oh, you thought that they'd stop, they'd take it down because of the name. Nah, they honestly don't pay attention to anything, do they? Man, oh man. I didn't want to overkill it. If anything, I've still got to get through this bleeding... These two down here. Honestly, Datacrons, that kind of sums up where CG are right now. They've been in the game now for over a year. I think you might have been on Discord actually at some point where I brought them up with you. I might be misremembering. I need to get another drink in a minute. The only thing I've got in here is tonic water, and that's oddly enough not for mixed with gin. Honestly, for me, they're an accepted. They're accepted as far as they're not something I would like. I'd be happy for them to be gone, but there are things that are worse in the game that I want gone first. And I honestly think we were about as far away from promotion last season as we could have got. On a man, Stoker just. I mean, we had a good result opening day. We had a cup win after, and then we just had a dire performance the match after that. And it's like, I'm talking about this season, and it's really hard being optimistic as a Stoke fan at times. It's like the footballing gods remind you aren't good anymore. Alright, we got through it. You see, I've got nothing against Luton in that regard. I think I don't judge them on the stadium. If anything, I'd like to go to Kenilworth Road. For me, it's more a case of when it came down to them and Coventry, I was rooting for Coventry. I thought they'd add. I feel like they had the more difficult rise myself. I'm not saying Luton didn't, but yeah, I kind of felt a bit. I felt like it was a bit unlucky on Coventry, to be honest. This is where the Premier League's just... You think about the idea of promotion, right? And teams are just getting very, very... It's hard to catch up, isn't it? Like, if Stoke got promoted... When we first got promoted, our record signing that year was a £5 million Dave Kitson. I don't know what our record signing would have to cost if we got promoted, because you're thinking... I don't know, it probably costs north of 10, 15, 20. Easy. Actually, saying that our record is 18, but you get my point. R9. Unless you're asking... Will it work with R5? I don't know if it'll work with R9. We're sciencing. I'm just hoping I get enough chances to suck. Or Malik does, more specifically. This is my platform for sucking. People see my name and go, there's JJ, he sucks. This is the issue that 3PO is going to just keep reducing my turn meter, so I do think we're kind of reliant on CLS getting us below health threshold so we can have a cooldowns reset. But even then, CLS could assist. Sorry, C3PO could assist, potentially. If I'm right as well, my tenacity goes up as I go down. I get these stacks of Dark Confusion, so that should help. There we go. We're at 3 stacks. We get the stun. Nicely done. Nicely does it. Bit of a shame I couldn't get 3PO so that I could just stall for a turn, but oh well. And then I'm going to try Bosk, Grief, and Fennec, I guess. Well, saying that, is that a good idea? Probably not. Yeah, Malik's still pretty solid with that. There's a lot of solo tunes now in GAC. You've got Savage, you've got Wampa. Yeah, it's quite a good time. Well, at least at this kind of level. If you talk about Kyber 1, you never see a solo, but at this level, you still get opportunities. Actually, I tell a lie, there might be ones in Kyber 1, but I bet they aren't often. Yeah, I need to try Savage in this situation as well. I forget about him. Mostly. They did accelerate gear last year, so it's now relatively easy to get to gear 12. Gear 12, it's got a little bit better as well. They've brought in a new raid, so depending on your point of view, you can now choose what gear you want rather than having a box for gear. But I'm not convinced on it, but I know it's not going to change, so I've accepted it. But yeah, it's kind of alright. There are people who love it, and it's usually the people who love it are the ones who are benefiting from it. You know, they get lots of damage in the raid, and they can get the the most currency out of it. Let me just have a look at my bounty hunters. I'm wondering if that could be a thing. Just as far as if they hit one of them, there's counters. Or maybe just go with Fennec. Because if they get dazed by a dash, Grief can cleanse them. Oh, we'll try that. I mean, I've got to agree to a sense there. It is still a grind no matter what you're doing. Oh, that worked well. I know Wampa's useless there. I don't know if this will do anything, but let's give it a go. My thoughts are they can't kill Django turn 1. They can't kill Newt turn 1. And they could whittle down B1. That's the big risk. Alright, I can live with that one. Let's do that. Let's go for Chewbacca. And might as well go for Dash while he's got that on him. I like to say they just decided, right, we're not going to let you keep doing things like that. Let's do that, I guess. Yeah, we're going to get rat now. I need something that can get them out pretty quick. This is just to get a wall down. Yeah, Thrawn's had a facelift this past week or so. Ahsoka has as well. Well, Fulcrum Ahsoka. Yeah. Same kit, just different face model. I mean, I feel like Lars Mikkelsen got really shafted as far as people really didn't like it. Oh, that went well. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't mind Ahsoka, like Padawan Ahsoka, as she was, but again, I kind of get used to the fact that they've changed it. We can't alter their thoughts on it, so it is the way it is. I mean, we haven't seen Thrawn in the show yet, other than, what, 2 screenshots? Or two moments? I'm not judging anything like that. This ain't winning. I go back to it, the AI sometimes is just too smart. They know who I need to survive and they go for it. Yeah, I've got no way through this. It doesn't help that Wampa got, it's got no chance here. Alright, we're gonna have cool Temmin here. So yeah, 165, my opponent with the attack, fair play. I would say they've got to get through my Jabba, but I'd say that they haven't even got to get through my Jabba, arguably. They could just go north now. So, yeah, more power to them, I guess. We lost the first round, so it's 0-2 for the week here. Let's go here. Yeah, it was been a rough start to 3v3. No surprises. 3v3 kinda does that, but it'd be nicer if it didn't. Just a quick thank you, by the way, for all of you being here. I'm going to say, I did stream yesterday on YouTube. By comparison, a little bit more quiet, so I do appreciate you stopping by. It's an interesting move, me trying this, let's say that. I explained it earlier. It's the idea I'm trying to just make my workflow a little bit easier. So I appreciate you stopping by. I'd like to think I'm doing everything the same. It's a different website. Plus, I can't be called a greedy mofo because I'm not getting money for this. You know, I'm just looking here on my like streamer panel. And it's only just showing me going into the round with Temmin. I don't know what it is. It just looks weird. Okay. I'm just going to put... Actually, saying that, I was going to say I was going to put BRB on, but I'm only going into the hallway. So, share stream for a minute. Alright, we're sorted. Been trying to up my hat game as well. And so this is my cloth for covering my camera. But got this. Oh, hang on, saying that, I've had that one before, and the Star Wars one. But yeah, I thought I'll go on Amazon and try and get some caps with, you know, maybe similar styles, but just to mix it up a little. I'll end up doing some Snap on Twitch, yeah. If anything, Twitch drops there will be worth it eventually. I'm going to say, good job I'm not in Brighton, eh? Yeah, let's get into Grand Arena. I do need a bit more colour. I did buy a set first that I still need to return. They had a bit more colour, like those reds and whatnot, but I needed something with adjustable flap. You know, like at the back. The other ones had no adjustment, so they were just too tight. It's one of the few times you can actually say to yourself, yeah, I've got a big head. Alright, lost the first round to Star Power. That was a bummer, I'm not going to lie. It didn't help that dash again was what really roadblocked us, although in their defense, that was at the time. I've only just realized they got more points. At the time it was, what, 20 banners in it, but they must have cleared my wall to just see it home. So, fair play to them. Okay, so Round against Acemilk. Okay, this one looks a bit better. 1.2 million between us. What was that? 15 and 9, so that's 24 Zetas between us. Colour's a bit out again, but there's 3 Omicrons in it in my favour. Again, colour's out, but it's, what, 27 total relics between us in their favour. What are we looking at? 1326 Relic 5 pluses between us in their favour. Datacrons looks to be in their favour, yep. 5524 to 556, that's not good. Yeah, I think the colours are drunk on this one, I'm going to be honest. There's not actually any pattern to what they're picking. But yeah, we've got the same number of 6-dot mods. I've got 15 advantage, I've got 20 advantage, they've got 25 advantage. So, yeah, the colours can go home the drunk. As far as Galactic Legends, they've got Jabba, JMK, JML, Sith Eternal Emperor, and Supreme Leader Kylo. I've got Master Luke, Sith Eternal, and Slacker. And as far as ships, they've got them all. So, yay. So, again, no change on defense for Toons, so let's have a look at theirs. We've got Nuke Dooku Droidica. We've got JMK Cat Kenobi. We've got Crew, Fox, and Fost. Quite interesting double tanking that. If anything, that means your Slacker hasn't got a tank unless you're using Dakar and Zombie. You got Boss, Dengar, and Zamacron. And Phasma, First Order Officer, and Red Trooper with the Datacron. Now, I know that Datacron's more tasty than it looks. Whenever Sith Trooper critically hits an enemy, he gains stealth for 1 turn. Whenever he loses stealth, he gains 30% death pen and 50% offense for 1 turn. So, it's one of those that you look at and you kind of don't think much of it, but in reality it is actually pretty bad. And then Inflicting Doubt as well could be pretty nasty, if they get the condition for it anyway. By no means am I saying it's a godly cron, but it's got something to watch out for. Alright, so we've got another Jabba. Just out of curiosity, is there defense on this? Yeah, wow, that's close to Temmin's that. I'll give them respect. They've gone for it. They've really gone for it. I'd say B tier Malgus team. Darth Revan is really needed to make it work well, so I don't know where Darth Revan must be. We've got Geonosians, we've got Adrad, and we've got Mon Mothma. Alright. Just keep it in mind that I don't necessarily need to play too safe. Like on Temmin, I feel like I have to use the safe choices a lot for the fact that it's like, oh well, you haven't got another Galactic Legend free. Whereas here, I've got all 3 on offense. So I'm thinking Slacker here, C here. Alright, let's get going. It never ends. Never ends, Nick. I mean, we've got one now. We've got an announced one for Galactic Legend Leia. Now, if you remember my account on Temmin, I've got good rebels. So I committed to that as soon as I heard about it. I was like, go on, I'll pause what I'm doing elsewhere, I'll get this one done. And to be honest, I don't mind the requirements. I feel like I'm not going to get it soon, but I'm not planning on getting it soon because essentially I've got other things to finish off before I could commit to it. But you're not wrong. You say, is it still painful to grind for a GL? It's not easy, let's phrase it that way. Like on my free-to-play here, I'm going for Rey. And I can't really give you a full pitch because there might be a few things on defense. But this is my resistance right now. You know, they aren't in great shape, are they? But that's kind of where I am right now. I have been focusing on a certain group of resistance that are actually on defense. But it takes time. Thankfully, the counter attacks on the Ray farm aren't bad. You need a couple for... Who was it? What was it? You need a couple for the bros, Finn and Poe. I think they're the only ones who need the Cairo. Other than that, it's just Ray herself. So, for that reason, I went for it. I thought, go on, they should be easier. With Jabba, it's 7. When they release Leia, it'll be 8. So, honestly, I don't really feel like it's that bad right now. I mean, the thing as well, when Lord Vader came out, they went overboard with the requirements, and I think that was universally agreed, especially considering Lord Vader wasn't that great by comparison to what came before. And when you think that had 4 Relic 8 requirements, I think it was, a lot of Relic 7s, 5s, etc. I don't think there was anything below 5 off the top of my head. I think essentially they realised we need to change tack. We need to pick requirements that are maybe difficult in a different way. So like with Jabba, they put Bush in, they put Chrysanthemum in, they put Skiff-Guard Lando in, and they said, right, we're going to make these requirements and we're going to make sure you don't have a lot of time to farm them. So I think Skiff-Guard Lando, if I recall, when the event went live, Skiff-Guard Lando wasn't even farmable. It was essentially you whale to get him, or you get him. So that's been the mentality for the last one. And I think it's going to be the same with Leia. They've released Captain Rex. I think he's down here. Somewhere. Here we go. They've released Captain Rex. He's boosted Phoenix. So that is pretty cool. I've got to be honest, Phoenix are actually quite a good team now. But they've got Rex available now, so you can actually get some additive drops for him. They're doing the same thing with a new Ewok, Princess Nisa. So that's another requirement. Both of these are Relic 7 requirements. And then last week, I think it was, we had Scout Trooper. So that's another Relic 7 requirement. And then there's going to be one final one that hasn't been released yet, which is a completely original character, apparently called Drogon. So another Relic 7. So 4 Relic 7s for marquees. That's the hump, essentially. If you can get over that hump, the rest of it is pretty easy. And for that reason, I don't mind it, because I'll just keep slow farming these marquees, get them to 7-star, get them to Relic 7, and then the rest I'm going to just work on in the background. So even though it sounds easy saying it that way, in my head it's like, well, this is the way I'm doing it. It's only one way of doing it. Let's do it. To answer your question though, GL Leia, it's going... Well, we don't know. This is the thing. They haven't given us a portrait or anything yet. The assumption is it's going to be based on Endor. But I would like it if it was a little less zoned in on that version. It's not like I think it was a bad look for her, but I think... Do we have to have like a planet-based one? Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a weird name. But yeah, I think they've said he's going to be physically handicapped. So, but he was apparently in lore fighting on the Battle of Endor. I'm not sure how that works, but hey ho. Okay. Let's get into this. They did give us a snippet of a kit. I think they were saying... I mean, it is a few weeks since I read it, but I think it was something like... It was a basic attack that gave Rebel allies retribution. I mean, it's not crazy when you think CLS has high counter chance anyway, but they've said they want the team to be on its own and not draw from CLS, so that in itself is interesting. Even if it does seem to be pulling away from creativity. Oh, and they announced Lobot's getting a rework to coincide with it. If it's a good rework, we will find out, but Lobot's a requirement, so they've said, don't worry, it is he is getting reworked for it. Gotta get layer out. And this layer. Just don't taunt, Chris. Don't taunt. Ooh, okay, we should get it with the AoE. I've stacked mastery. Alright, that's not too bad. I want to try and stack up a bit of ult charge. I don't want to go in with one. Yeah. The Rancor doesn't do too much to the GLs, but still, you don't want to get hit by it, really. Alright, slug down. So I think we do C here, especially with it not being a great Malgus. I think I'm going to skip the Datacron as well. Let's just check. Yeah, just making sure I hadn't like remodded or done something silly that I'd regret. Alright, we'll obviously link Malgus. Let's link Nasty Basti. And now we wait. Well, Basti's getting there with the protection. That can't be evaded, so all good. I know that this is like a high cost, using a GL take out one team, but honestly, I have no regrets, because Malgus can just be a bit funky anyway. You think we get 58 here? If I'd have taken him 5 at first, I'd have probably got maybe 50 at most. Or something like that. Right. Let's take Iden in. I feel like Kit's is lurking in the chat and this is his time to come out and say hi. Between Iden and the Night Sisters, it's kind of his calling card. I do find that interesting how the cooldowns reset like that. It's just pretty interesting just watching it. Alright, droid, actually do hit him, please. Ooh, I was hoping that could be the kill shot. Maybe I'm just greedy. I mean, he is only gear 12. Expecting kill shots like that, you know. Ooh, we got one. Can we finish him off? Yeah. Need to take Kyle up to R6 or 7 just to try and get the up. R6 would definitely get me the Jedi mission. I feel like I need another Jedi for that planet. Well, one thing, if my roller wasn't good enough on my main, it isn't good enough on my free-to-play. There's some options. Rev and Basti GMY. CLS 3PO and Chewie 3PO have an 82% win rate. 1 per 77. That's kind of tempting. Although that could have been with the 1 per cron, so yeah, probably take that with a pinch of salt. Let's use 3PO and Chewie, because that was what came to mind. And I'm saying that's on defense. I just remembered I was about to select it. All right, what are my other options? JKR. Let's do JKR. Let's just hope we don't need Jedi. I feel like the whole reason you need Bastiller here is just for the buffs. Adrad is such a tanky toon. That was good timing with the buff immunity that was locked. I haven't said it actually about the Leia team, but I really wouldn't be surprised if R2's on it. Past that, Slam, Mark. But yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if R2 isn't on it, because it would kind of make sense to put R2 on the team, especially when you think one of the first things we saw R2 do was go to Leia for the plans. I think that'd be really thematic. I know CG doesn't always do thematic, but I think it could be something they try to do. Alright, what's next? Geos. I'm taking these two in just to give Vader a speed boost, but equally I'm a little bit concerned about the Brute. So I'm hoping we can get Soldier out nice and early. Anything with offense would be nice as well. Yep. Yeah, saw him. Forge definitely looks better. I don't know why, but there's a bit of me that would have liked him to have gone down to 1 cost, but be +2 still. It's not like I think he's bad how he is, but I think it would have been nice if he could have played him turn 1 and then the card you want buff, rather than... It's like, they talk about Deadpool and I'm like, it'd be cool if you could do it the other way around. Small gripe. Oh. Yeah, TFP is going down here. Alright, I feel better there. 50. Considering I lost the two sides, I think that was a good call bringing them. Okay, Murder Bears. We've got Dash. By the way, has that ever screamed to anyone, I had to farm Dash for profundity and I'm not doing anything else for him? We got Asajj, we got Lando, we got Ewoks, and we got Aiden. Alright. Let's deal with these up here then. One of these I've had a good upgrade on, but it's obviously not active yet. I think I'll go for that one. I had to think then what I do when they're faster. Especially with it being 3v3. I'm not used to sort of stall in a different way. Right, we ult. And yeet. Okay. This could be a slog from here on out, but let's just ride it. I think I should have held that. Yeah, I'm just basing. I don't see the point in wasting the special. Pretty much. I figure I'll play it on manual just to try and be efficient. I've got to build up R2 at some point, and it's going to be good just being able to get more speed on him. I will say this though, it's kind of nice not having a Sokatana having to deal with as well. When I'm doing this in Squad Arena, she's a pain. Just constantly getting rid of any buffs I'm gathering. Alright, all good. No worries, Nick. It's always a pleasure having you stop by, man. Go and say, if you're ever around on the Hermit server, I'm usually around for a chat. Or if you don't go on there, I'm just on Discord. If anything, it's nice having a chat with you about the football. Alright. Let's get Night Luke out. He can make quick work of this, I would have thought. If any of them are crazy fast, I'm amazed. Alright, I've just seen my games crashing a little bit, so I'm just going to reset it before I go in. I'd rather do it preemptively than in the middle of a battle. Oh, hang on. Had a message. I kind of feel a little awkward there. Lan, my former guild leader, in my head he's still a guild leader, but he isn't. You know, that's just me. It's like thinking someone's dad when they're not, kind of thing. He's been struggling with profundity versus Leviathan. I don't think he enjoys ships. And he's just sent me this video from the gerbil. And I'm like, I haven't seen the video, but I'm pretty alright with the counter. It was one of those where it's been really nice, and I'm like, cheers, Lan. I don't need the help, but thank you. I just couldn't help but smile. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to word it. He's a really great guy. That's all I can say. I think that's a bit like it. It's like a kid coming up to their dad and showing them the drawing that they're really proud of, kind of thing. All right. Let's go in. Let's stun him. Let's try and deal with Fox. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Alright, what's next? We got this Phasma to deal with. Actually, we'll save Wampa. Let me just double check. Is there anything else I need to deal with that might need a one-shot, you know, like to benefit from Horn? I don't think there is, but let me just double check. No, absolutely nothing. I really feel like now I'm at the efficiency part of the GA where I've just got to play smart. You know, no risky teams. At least where it can be helped. Alright, let's get red. Daze them all. Wow, that is one tanky red trooper. Never mind, he's gone. Alright, 57. We move on. For the record, I do like that as a defense team, but it's so useful on offense. I feel like Geonosians could do something here. Oh, we don't want Sunfat. There's no AoE, so they've got to go for the Brute. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'm going to go for Dooku. Would have been nice if Sunfat had dispelled that crit immunity. Oh, it isn't Sunfat, it's Soldier. What am I talking about? Never mind. Okay, let's just get me down. That was just rude, Droidica. That was just rude. Alright, let's do that. Just call the assist. Alright, we'll go there for a turn. Yeah, I thought that would do it because we dispel then deal damage. Okay, so that was messier than I wanted it to be, but still, we got through it and won. That's an annoying bounty hunter team. You know what? We're going to overkill it. Like, really overkill it. This is the kind of overkill that people look at on the GA history and go, where weren't some of these teams on defense? And then to answer that question, I have to say, look at the previous round. If I could afford to actually tailor my defense every round for my opponent, then I'd have probably gone heavier this round, but I just can't afford to do it. I've been busy most of the day. So, yeah. You have to just roll with it. But yeah, massive overkill. Have they got Lev on defense? They haven't. That's a very weak-ass fleet defense. We'll take it. Well, with that in mind, I won't look at my solo options here. I mean, Savage would be the big one, I guess. Yeah, even if you're trying to set a weak defense, just don't do Finalizer. Right, I'm not seeing anything that screams undersize. I'm pretty sure Nest is on defense with GG, so I think instead we're just going to go for something we know will win. Actually, I think a 2-man could be enough here. Yeah, that should be alright. If it wasn't for the R6 there, I would have backed it. I just don't particularly like the idea of getting stuck dazed, so I'm thinking we could potentially stun low grey. Well, crew stun. Even if low grey stunned now, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah. 58, potentially Kylo could have done it on his own, but just bringing Unmasked, it was risk prevention. Alright, we're going Wampa this just because it's like the counter. I could believe that. I really don't like Tebow. When I say don't like him, I don't mean that I don't think he's... I don't mean in the sense he's not a good character. I mean, he usually trolls me. Whenever I face a Tebow Ewok team, it messes me up. Yeah, in general, he's not a good lead. It's just such a weird conundrum Tebow's in. Alright, Aiden's not done a big droid move yet. Okay, one down. Nah, I'm not that sort, Kit. You've missed Iden on offense. Gotta turn up early, pal. To be honest, we're almost at the end. Temmin's went as bad as it could go. And yeah, Crimson's been the complete opposite. We've flown through it. Ooh. Do I try Savage solo? I don't think it's worth it with what's gone on. You could definitely do that. That's never in doubt. And that's what we do. Just play it on the overkill thing, and then I'm not tempted to try it on something that's more risky. I'll tell you what, Night Sisters in Conquest, they've been winding me up. I've been having to do the Datacron node in Sector 3 a little bit just to farm feats, and my god, Merrin's annoying. It's like pass the parcel between her and Daka. If it was Galactic Republic kill, she'd get it in one hit. Right, Go on, that'll be good. Yeah, honestly, until they say they're doing something, I'm not going to worry about it. It's like with Prof, I don't like the idea they're going nerf Prof, but or nerf the counter anyway, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, Gassy Baby loves Night Sisters at least. Alright, let's do Treya Scion Nihilus. Might as well just complete the overkill. Sorry, I can't help but laugh at that. You've seen this before with Night Sisters. Anytime they look into Night Sisters, it means they're either releasing enough weight hard to counter them or they're nerfing them. We'll see. I go back to it. Until they announce something, it's like, well, what's the point in speculating? I said it when I said it in the updates channel on Hermit server. I get the idea they might be worried about the fact that undergeared Night Sisters are beating Jabba, not just the size, but beating Jabba. I actually get that, but it's if it's like a really well-built Night Sister team and it's only taking out the sides. That's what I don't mind. You know, that's piecemealing. Whereas if it's doing more than that, then I understand the question marks. It's like I've got cruddy Night Sisters. I think they might be on defense. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't be happy if someone used something like that to take down my Jabba. I'd be thinking, come on, they're not good. I admit they're not good. You know, so I dislike the idea that it's like, oh, okay, I threw Merrin in here and because of that it works. It's like, no, it really shouldn't. You say that though, but you took them to high investment. If they didn't need our investment or they don't benefit from it, then you wouldn't have done it. You get my point? It could be that they put something with anti-revive in. You never know, if they do that with the next Decron set, maybe it'll be something they can put on Java. That way they don't have to actually nerf the Night Sisters, but they do say, right, you're going to be taking a risk if you use them. That could be a solid way around it. Go on, we'll do that. Just waiting up in my head then if I wanted to do a different team, but I can't see why not. It's funny, this is my first fleet battle of this 3v3. It's not been a good start. Or it's been a great start depending on your point of view. I'm going to say they actually didn't set a lot for you to beat then. They set a 7GL wall. Are you talking about the same guy? You got to ships, but he set 7GLs? That's impressive. I wonder when they'll fix Thrawn's portrait. Oh, today's opponent put 7GLs. Fair enough, I was a little confused. Yeah, that's kind of how my main turned out. They did set a heavy defense, so I did what I could. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame when it turns out like that. I was just thinking, I did take Profundity off defense, but I've put it back on. I'm bloody lucky, because if this guy had set Leviathan, I hadn't got a counter. I mean, I could have tried Chimera, but I have not seen the counter, so I'd have had to research it. So I got lucky there. If this guy had set Levy, I was buried. I'm going to say, you took the bait. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Let's do that. Okay. Got launched up then. Need to... It's this thing with Twitch, well, unlike Twitch, YouTube doesn't have channel points. So I'm not used to people asking for posture checks. Okay, I don't like that. I could do with an insta kill on TFP. I wouldn't say I'm going to get one though. Just wait till I do a stream over there again. I never said I wasn't streaming on Twitch, just this season we're trying it out over here. It honestly seems alright. I mean, I actually found it a little bit interesting. I was just about to set me, well, I say just about to set my stream up. I just started, and I had a little message on the Twitch dashboard saying, oh, not Twitch, YouTube dashboard, saying you're not streaming at the right bit rate. You might want to change it, and I didn't know, so it was quite good. And I'm looking, I've had no technical issues. Well, at least if I have, no one's told me about them. Alright, can we get Interceptor out? I did say to Chris last night, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stream today. My bedroom is being redecorated over the weekend, or at least it should be. Decorators kind of a little bit all over the place right now. So yeah, this afternoon I was clearing a fair bit of my room out. I'm probably going to do the rest as we go tomorrow. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could come out of this and not need to use the green screen all the time, but I don't know. It's not like the priority. Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. I was a bit concerned if they were starting doing the redecorating today that I wouldn't be able to stream. But the guy, he had an excuse, let's phrase it like that. Yeah, I'm trying not to dwell on whether it's going to be done or not. I mean, thankfully there isn't too much I need to do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posters to take down off this wall, plus a clock. I've got to take like a framed poster off a wall there. A couple on the other wall behind me. It's not a lot of work. No, I'm going to say he's not. He's getting paid tomorrow, assuming he does it. But yeah, nothing else. Tell you what, this should screw a finalizer. I just hope they don't kill the bomber. Oh, brought their own bomber out. Funny timing that. Let's base it. I don't really like the look of this, but I feel like we've got to do something. I mean, I know that defender's great, but I feel like I need to heal it up a little bit before I expose it. There we go. Yeah, that was just a weird one. I had to just think that through, make sure I didn't do it in the wrong order. Bunted on defender isn't great. We're all good. Alright, what's the final score? 2042. Alright. How I see it, my defense isn't that strong, but I like to think I've got teams with synergy. You know, I'm not saying the other guy didn't, but you know, there's kooky ones like that. So you think that maybe it'll at least demand certain counters, you know. There shouldn't be anything that's like a clear walkover, at least on the front walls. Okay, even that I am defending a little bit. Yeah, I haven't got my layer modded right. I tried it. Hello, Puckster. How you doing, man? Go and say I haven't seen you for a bit. How's it going? Hopefully they can do something. Ooh, I need to take that Kron off defense. Actually, saying that, that's not too bad on Qui-Gon, so maybe I'll keep it. Yeah, this is where it becomes a bit of a pushover with these wish-washy teams down here. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. I've just been saying we're having my bedroom decorated tomorrow, hopefully, assuming no hiccups. So yeah, I'm apprehensive right now a little bit. Just the fact that I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be a long days ahead. I'm just hoping I can get the Stoke match in. Very selfish.